Identifying and expressing the purpose in OET writing can be tricky, but if you watch this video, I'm going to show you an easy way to do this. Hi, I'm Jo from Specialist Language Courses. We are OET Premium Preparation Providers, which means you are in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, hit that bell so you know every time we upload a new video. Let's go! So what is the purpose of a letter? The purpose tells the reader the reason for writing. For example, to request ongoing care, inform the reader of a patient's current condition, or transfer the care of a patient. It is a typical feature of formal letters and usually stated at the beginning. To fulfill the OET criterion for this area, the purpose must be immediately clear and easily identified. Healthcare professionals have limited time, so need to be able to find the important information quickly. So this means you should write the purpose in the first paragraph. The criterion also states that the purpose should be sufficiently expanded, so you should include specific details of the purpose later in the letter. For example, how specifically the reader should support the patient. So how do you know what the purpose of a letter is? Let's take a look. In each set of case notes, you find details of the context, notes on your role, and information about the writing task. If we look here, we can see that you are a nurse in a hospital and that the patient in your care is being discharged. Looking at the task, we can see that we need to write a discharge letter to Mrs. Emma Humphrey, who is the resident nurse at Somerton Retirement Home. We can also find a bit more detail about the purpose of the letter. You need to inform the reader of the patient's current situation and care required. We can also see that Mr. Smith is a resident at the retirement home, which tells you that the reader knows the patient. You will usually find more information about the patient and the reason for hospitalization towards the beginning of the case notes. For example, the patient's age, date of admission, and the medical issue. Now we've identified the purpose, let's look at how to express it. At the beginning of the letter, you should tell the reader the patient's name, how they are connected to you, and the general reason for writing. So for this case, something like, I'm writing regarding Mr. James Smith, who underwent a total hip replacement on the 7th of February. He is ready for discharge today and ongoing care is required. Here, the first paragraph immediately informs the reader of the patient's name, what happened to him, when, what is happening now, discharge, and what needs to happen next, the ongoing care. In the rest of the letter, you should provide relevant information that the reader needs in order to carry out this purpose. So let's look at how you expand this purpose later in the letter. So the general purpose is ongoing care, so you then need to provide specific details. In this case, they are presented in the discharge plan. Notice that there are several pieces of information to include. For some information, you will need to request action. For example, I would appreciate it if you could monitor his wound. For other information, you need to just inform the reader. For example, the physiotherapy sessions. He has been referred to the physiotherapist who will be in touch to arrange visits twice a week. Top tips for purpose. Look at the task at the bottom of the case notes to find out who the reader is and the reason for writing. Make the purpose clear in the first paragraph and explain in more detail later in the letter. Adapt for each task. Remember, no one set of case notes is the same as another, so I am writing to refer will not be appropriate for all letters. Can you give me some examples of phrases to use to begin the OET letter? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please like and share with your friends and colleagues so we can help more people achieve success in the OET exam. Don't forget to check out our website, the link's below, to see how we can help you. See you in the next video. Bye! Identifying and expressing the purpose in OET writing can be tricky. But to Emma. Woohoo!